Hmm. Life is simple. Don't play the game, and you win. The minute you try to play a game, you lose. Uh, in war games, uh, Joshua said to Matthew Broderick, "You want to play a game?" And we almost lost the world in that movie because he wanted to play a game. He wanted to play global thermonuclear war, which he thought was a game. Now the computer thought it was real life and was gonna launch the missiles. And that was the basis of the whole movie. And that's the basis of your life. Do you wanna play a game? Because to you it might just be a game, but to your opponent it's much, much more. Some people will do anything, and I mean anything, to win. And you won't know that until you play. And winning might mean global nuclear war or losing a $5 bet. The, the spectrum of what the possibilities are endless, which is why a lot of you play the game. Now, you play lotto because of the great uh, possibility of winning millions for $1 or now $5 or $2. Uh, and when they charge you $5, they tell you we're going to make you win more millions or raise the jackpot to justify the $5. You know, but still the odds are no better, if not worse. And the odds of you winning, you have better luck of being struck by lightning something like 20 times. And I don't know about you, but I'm 57 years old and I've never been struck by lightning. It's just you go to a casino and you play their games, and 99.9% don't win. And all they tell you about is that 0.1% that won. Was it a real win, or was it just a carrot before the horse? You know, uh, they have that $2 million slot machine up in front of the door when you walk in the door on purpose. They want someone to win. But when they win, their name and face is plastered on every newspaper as the luckiest guy in town. And to some extent, he's not wrong. He's lucky. But they put it on the newspaper so that everybody else goes and tries to play their luck with that slot machine. They want to be the next luckiest guy. And again, your chances are better getting hit by lightning. So, you know. And since the chances of getting hit by lightning are better than winning, then keep the dollar, keep the pennies, keep the quarters, whatever, in your pocket. So, because otherwise, you're just throwing them away. You might as well throw the dollar on the floor and walk away. They don't tell you that. They will never tell you that. And they got you addicted to it, you know. All the game shows on TV, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. I can go on all day. All winning money. All guessing the right answer. You know. They groom you. They make it so you have little choice. How many people go to a casino, actually go in a casino and don't gamble? Probably the same percentage of the people that win. Very small. And it's just you you're being trained. You're being trained to do what they want. You know, and they don't care if you mortgage your house or sell your car or steal your wife's paycheck to go play at their casino. They don't care if you find a local hooker or call girl or go to the local loan shark or bookie and place a bet or get a loan. They don't care. Because those loans, those bets, go to them. And the hookers give them a cut. That's why they don't chase them away. They're the pimps. You're being groomed. You're being conditioned. You're Pavlov's dog. You're going to salivate when they want you to. They give you the illusion that you're in control, but you're not. You always sit there, one last bet, one last dollar, one last, and I'm leaving. I'm out the door. I got one foot out the door. I'm leaving. One last. $1,000 later, you're still doing one last. And you'll win. When you do that, you'll win. You'll win $20, $100, whatever. And then you say, well, now I'm playing with their money. No, you're not. You're going to give it all back. And then you go back to one last dollar. And you go back to that routine. That's your life. You go to work, one more hour. I need the money. One more delivery. And you never live your life. They're living through you. Your boss, the owner of the restaurant, goes on vacation. He goes back to Greece, brings a whole boatload of money with him to put in a Greece bank so he doesn't have to pay American taxes. And you get nothing. You get yelled at because you're 5 minutes late in the morning. I work. I don't, I say I don't work, but I do. This is my work. Uh, Educating myself is my work, and I don't call it work because it's really not work. I like doing what I do. It's fun. I take art classes online. I'm learning how to draw on the iPad, draw through Procreate, um, Freeform, and I don't plan to sell them. I just try to do better. My next drawing, I hope, is better than my last drawing, and that's all. I'm in competition with myself. That's all. And this video, uh, I hope is watched by somebody, and I hope someone learns something. Or doesn't go to the casino tonight because they don't want to lose. You know? And if I could save one family, one marriage, then it's all worth it.